Hello and welcome to this varsity basketball matchup. St. Christopher's taking on John Carroll in this tournament here. Saints coming off a couple big wins, mostly breaking even this season, it looks like. John Carroll 5-3 on the regular season. Here's E.B. Brandon. Saints won the tip-off.
Coming off the break, the Christmas break can go one of two ways. You can be either refreshed or you can kind of lose focus and be a little slack, so it'll be interesting. Looking like we're ready to go. Big shot there by Elijah Brandon. It started with the, wow, deep
So,
one.
the long range hit by Aiden Abel.
And that's what it looks like John Carroll is going to look to do. They have interchangeable parts, a lot of guard wing types who can really shoot. And that's his hot spot. Could be a three-point battle.
Yeah, both teams early on really looking to establish that game. And here's another one from John Carroll that is also hit by Beatrice Battle, the senior.
These guys are lighting it up right now. 4 for 4 between these two teams.
Darius Gray, big pass out to Burnett, who puts up another three, and that one's also good.
And the Saints are going to look to play through Darius, and he's going to attract a lot of attention. He drew 3 defenders there, and he made the right play, finding the sharpshooter, Brady, in the corner.
Absolutely, and just such a big body to try and stop. Here he is on the defense, got a little caught up there. It's the first time either team has tried for a shot from inside the three.
And it'll be important, Hill, for the Saints today to guard the ball in the perimeter, because it's looking like John Carroll's looking to drive and kick. Ooh.
That shot is no good. Rebound by Darius Gray. E.B. Brandon has it at half court. Some close defense played on Gray there.
As I was saying, it'll be important for the Saints to contain the ball, because John Carroll's looking to drive and kick. And so if we can prevent the penetration, it'll help our three-point defense.
E.B. Brandon with another three, which is also good. Both teams just so accurate early on. The Saints lead 12-6.
Quick trigger from Abel, and that's a second. We're going to have to get a high hand out on him. He is a confident shooter.
Very much so. Took a real long one right in the beginning of the game. And here's Burnett, has it at midcourt looking for a pass. Darius Gray now. It's a nice screen. Burnett puts up a three, no good. First missed one of the game. Another three taken by John Carroll, who also will miss.
We can see that they are not shy in pulling the trigger. We're playing with the shot clock.
No, they certainly take chances where they can get him. And that's Darius Gray with an impressive drive inside.
And Hill, he is certainly not shy about taking the ball to the basket.
Absolutely.
Good luck stopping that freight train coming downhill.
Yeah, he knows that's where he's strongest. And he's going to get and one for that one. This one is put up and goes in. It's a three-point play there by Darius Gray.
It's been an electric 3 minutes. A lot of up and down.
Yeah, you do not see this much scoring early on in high school games very often.
Not often. And you see John Carroll spaced out 5 out, and they are looking to let it fly. That is what they're looking to do.
Some close defense there on Colin Johnson. He manages to get the pass out. some moves inside. Pass out, but it's taken away. E.B. Brandon recovers, though.
Low shot clock. He's going to have to let one fly.
Cosby
buries
puts
it
in. Nearly a buzzer beater there.
6'6" size doesn't hurt when you need to get one off.
Certainly not.
Strong spin move. John Carroll really spaces the floor out, and they're letting their guards go one-on-one. And it's a tough position for the Saints because we're going to have to contain the ball but also not overhelp because that leaves us susceptible to three-point shots.
Caden Chinia taking free throws. Hits the first one. We'll have a second.
Some subs coming into the game for John Carroll.
Puts up his second, and that will bounce off the rim. Darius Gray looking real hard to rip that one away from him, but he holds on. It's a fancy spin move. Stuart Cosby with another three. This one will not go in. Some heavy contact trying to get the rebound there. And John Carroll will retain possession. Paris Lee driving in. Loses the ball, though. They'll say it was out on the Saints. Here's Ryan Crook with the inbound. Some contact there.
I think that one could have gone the other way. It looked like a lot of forearm he gave him right there.
Yeah,
and he
Saints,
did a heck of a job selling it, just didn't get the call.
Saints bench not happy with that call. Another three put up by Abel. That one will not go in. Here's Colin Johnson with the inbound pass to Darius. He swings it out to Burnett, who can't hit his three. But E.B. Brandon with the rebound. Back to Burnett, driving in. Three defenders, tries to put one up and can't. John Carroll finally gets possession. It's a long range two, that doesn't go in. Ball is poked out by Abel, but Saints going to retain possession there.
For both teams, it's going to be important to get back on defense. Transition defense is going to be essential in this game. Both teams on turnovers and missed shots are looking to push and are looking for threes in transition.
Yeah, both teams certainly been taking a lot of advantage of slow transitions with a bunch of threes hit early on. Darius Gray drives in, puts up a floater that's no good. Almost gets the rebound, but Abel will get it. And Abel will drive in. Tries to, I think he's trying to pass it there, but it's deflected by Colin Johnson. And E.B. Brandon will get the ball. And a little scrap for the ball there, but Burnett gets it. That one will not count for the Saints.
Not the NBA. No continuation here at high school basketball. But we can see it's pretty physical out there. The refs are letting them play. A lot of contact, and so as a player, you have to adjust. And you also, you know, when you're playing defense, that's something to consider. You may be able to get away with a little bit more than you customarily are used to.
Yeah, gotta just do whatever you can get away with, really. So the refs are going to let them play physical defense. It's in their best interest to play physical defense. Here's Burnett with a three that is drained. Saints have an 11-point lead here in the first.
And that's an excellent job by the shooter finding space. Darius drives and Brady is not just standing. He finds the open space where Darius can find him.
Another long-range three that's airballed.
These guys are chucking some shots.
Yeah, I think at a certain point you got to just stop chucking it in and hoping.
Not much offense being run. It's about time we get a timeout. This has been an up and down opening start, so we'll be back.
Timeout concluding right about now. Both teams will retake the court.
We were just remarking at the break how both these teams, I think we've hit 5 threes here in the first quarter already. They've hit a handful of threes.
Yeah, both teams real accurate there, especially in
up
that
and
first
down
stretch.
game, up and down.
And that's a good move by Theatrice Battle to put that one in. Brady Burnett looking for a pass. Gets one to Gavin Johnson, out to Colin Johnson. Darius Gray fighting through some tough defense. Out to Brandon, who puts up a long range. Almost went in, but off the rim. Abel swings it out to Chinia. And that's a
Darius
block.
Gray with the block. Pins it off the glass.
Yeah, last year Brandon Jennings was the main shot block for the Saints, but Darius Gray has filled in that role pretty nicely.
And that's been a trick up his sleeve this season.
Chinia.
But there we go. We're going to have to get back on defense. John Carroll's not really looking to run offense. They're looking to shoot within the first 10 seconds. And so we're going to have to get back and stop the ball. And we see John Carroll amplifying the pressure.
Yeah, it seems to be working out a little for him. Saints starting to miss some of their shots here. And another long-range three
first 10
put up
seconds.
and missed by John Carroll. And that one's going to go to the Saints.
Patriots foul on number 4, Aiden Abel, his first, 4th team foul.
They're going to get Aiden Abel for a foul.
And it's important. We want to play through Darius. We sure do. But if they're going to double team and have a man in front and behind, we may just want to swing the ball and find the advantage on the other side.
Yeah, just take advantage of the
There goes
less
the double,
defense.
but he's too strong.
Stuart Cosby just sends up a prayer that almost goes in.
That'll conclude the up and down 3-point barrage first quarter.
Yeah, and we'll be back for the second. back as both teams retaking the court after the end of the first quarter. Saints coming into the second quarter with a 21-14 lead. Both teams really emphasizing three-pointers, more so than you might see in a lot of high school games. John Carroll starts out with it.
St. Chris opening the quarter in a 2-3 zone. Gonna have to locate shooters. But we have a lineup with size. Big Darius anchoring the middle.
There's Abel with a three, and that one's drained.
And he is looking to let it fly. We have to get out on shooters. High hands and close the space. Brady there had a high hand, but didn't close the space well enough. We got to make Abel put the ball on the floor.
Darius Gray inside the paint where he is strongest. Puts up a two, and that's good for the Saints.
I think anyone else that's an N1, but they're not giving him all those calls. Push off. Oh, man. Very active forearms from John Carroll, which is, you under most circumstances going the other way, but apparently we're not in the proper position.
Yeah. Chinia going to inbound this one for the Saints.
Maybe a makeup call, just maybe.
Yeah.
Called for a moving screen.
Stuart Cosby going to inbound it for the Saints. Inbounds to Brady Burnett. Running up
John
the court.
Carroll in a run and jump.
Right there, running up to him.
Got to be careful in a run and jump, changing direction behind your back. When you change direction, the defense is coming with the trap. And we see them extending pressure, trying to take us out of our offense. Good
John
shot
Carroll
fake.
putting a lot of pressure on the Saints when they're on defense. Here's Abel coming up again. Swing goes out to Chinia. Harris Lee drives in. He's going to be fouled.
I'd like to see our guards get up into them a little bit. They want to pressure us. I say let's pressure them. I don't see a lot of strong ball handlers from John Carroll. I see a lot of guys trying to shoot long distance threes. Let's get after them a little bit.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. Got to take away those opportunities that they keep getting to put up three-pointers. And, I mean, doing that has worked so far, with especially for Aiden Abel, has been lethal from three. And we'll be back after this short timeout. Team's coming back out from the timeout.
Now at the same time, Hill, I think we can put some ball pressure on them, but we still have to be disciplined in our defensive principles.
Yeah, because
so it's a balance.
Refs have called a lot on the Saints so far, so they got to, balance physical defense with legal defense.
That's right. Good job by Wally closing the space. We see great closeout. And an excellent box out by Stu. Just a great defensive possession right there.
Yep. Stuart Cosby out to Darius Gray. Gray driving in, draws some extra defenders. Brady Burnett takes advantage and hits a three. Saints extend the lead.
If you're John Carroll, you want to get an extra defender on Darius, but that is not the person you leave, and not from the strong side corner.
Yeah, absolutely. Just smart play there by Darius. Saw he had a couple defenders and just took advantage by swinging it out to the guy who's left free. And that's put up for John Carroll. Here's Darius Gray at half court. Brandon trying to look around the pressure. Stuart Cosby into Gray in the paint, puts it up, and it's good and one for Gray.
Wow. He's shown excellent touch in the paint. Awkward shots, floaters. Darius has rare touch for a player that size.
Yeah, just, I mean, he knows how big he is, and he knows how to take advantage of that when he's going up against someone smaller than him, and he's real dangerous in the paint.
That's an understatement. But as you saw in the last possession, they're leaving Brady again to go double. And so that shot is going to be there in the corner if they continue to leave Brady.
Yep, and a little high lob pass there, trying to get Abel in the paint, but it won't work out. Brady Burnett going to be inbounding it.
It was a good idea trying to get Abel on the smaller Elijah Brandon, but sometimes you hunt that matchup, and it's easier said than done, especially with a strong, feisty player like Elijah Brandon. We see Carroll switching to a zone, trying to give us a different look.
EB looking for anything. Darius Gray almost looked like he was going to take a three-pointer there, but he drives in instead. Gets two for the Saints.
He had Brady in the corner, and Brady wanted it, but you know, if the big fella's going to take it and make it, we'll take it.
Yeah. And that three-pointer is no good from Theatrice Battle. Quick pass.
Long
EB
three,
puts up a three. That is no good, but Saints get the rebound. Impressive job by Stuart Cosby using his size on that one.
Shoot it.
Darius Gray once again. Gonna take a long range two that almost goes in but will bounce out. And it's a long three from Abel, which is hit.
And we've got to get out on that guy. Make him put the ball on the floor. Do something else. We haven't seen him get to a pull-up. We haven't seen him get to the rim. He's just burning us from long distance. Get a hand up. Get out on him.
Just clearly dangerous for John Carroll. Just his teammates always getting him the ball, always hitting those threes. Gotta respond somehow.
We had to be ready to shoot. And that's another sharpshooter right there.
It's a long range.
It was a long range shot, but when you step into it and it's off the catch, it's a good shot, especially for someone with range.
Yeah, I mean, if it's going to work, might as well take it all day. Saints making some substitutions. Zach Smith going to inbound it for John Carroll. And another three hit by John Carroll. Cutting the lead to 8 here. Saints have kept the lead to 6 or more almost this entire time.
3 minutes left in the half. We'd like to maybe slow things down and maintain this lead. Going to halftime, maybe up double digits or so.
Yeah, I mean, good thing about being ahead, you can trade shots all day and you'll win. So
that's right.
Just makes sense just to keep the game slow, not
3 on the
force
shot
anything.
clock. Brady's going to have to get one up.
Tries to drive in. Abel will get it and drive in, though.
We'll take the foul. May have prevented a layup. Smart foul.
We're going to get Gavin Johnson on the foul. Paris Lee going to be taking.
That's the second time they've done that. Right off the inbounds, just throwing it straight to him. First time he smoked it, this time he made him pay.
Brandon at half court.
Like they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you.
Yep. Stuart Cosby driving in. Knocks someone down hard. Nothing called, but he's not going to be able to take advantage as John Carroll gets the rebound. It's a drive in by Chinia that is no good. Darius Gray on the rebound.
Big fella showing off the handles.
EB puts up another long-range three, and that one also good.
The Saints have hit about eight or nine threes this half. We are really shooting that thing. And only up by 9 points, so we hope that we can keep the hot shooting.
Yeah, and I think that guy right there is probably going to be the biggest adjustment they have to make is probably going to be having to guard number 4 right there and Abel.
I'd say you're right. We've been saying, get out on him, get out on him. And then you get out on him, and we foul him.
Yeah.
So it can be tough facing a dangerous shooter like that. But
first one put up and is good. You can have 2 more since the foul was outside the 3 line. Second one is also good.
Harrison Miller checking in for the Saints. Cole Johnson checking in for the Patriots.
John Carroll makes a couple of adjustments, putting another guy in there to try and get the rebound. Saints will do the same. Third shot, also good. Got 3 points out of it. Inbounded to Brady Burnett. Running in. Stuart Cosby tries to get the layup, misses though. And that's going to go back to the Saints. We're going to say it was tipped out of bounds by James Westervelt for John Carroll.
I like that take by Stuart Cosby. Just maybe, I was going to say dunk it, but I don't know if that's in the package. But we got to finish the bunnies.
Yep. It's a little lob pass over there to Darius Gray. Pretty good one of that. He's going to pass to Brady Burnett, who will drive in, put up a floater that is no good. But he's going to get some free throws out of it.
Especially against this zone and the way John Carroll's getting out and pressuring the ball. There are opportunities to slice in there like Brady just did, and we can get in there and make a play for yourself or someone else.
Puts up his first one and is good. Second one, also good. Nate Roberts coming in for the Saints. Chinny has it at half court, looking to pass. And
good active hands by the Saints leads to a steal, and we are out on the break. A 3 ball is up and short.
Gets his own rebound. Loses it though. John Carroll manages to get that back. Chinia looking for something. Abel has it at about the logo. And mid-range there is no good by Battle.
And with
And E.B. Brandon gets the ball.
And
a little fast break. Saints hurry back on defense.
And like I was saying earlier, when you have to be mindful of a team that likes to run and jump a little bit, when you turn your back, someone's coming from behind.
Yeah, just got to keep your awareness there on offense. Got them off guard and just taken by surprise. Couldn't hold on to it.
But great hustle, great hustle there by the Saints, knocking that ball out, preventing a layup.
Another 2 put up, but Chinia has it in the paint, puts it up, and it's good.
And they cut it to 6, but we got a technical foul on the court after the layup, but taunting. Kind of stared him down, maybe said something, but ref coming down hard saying, well, we're not having that.
Yeah,
we're going to be sportsmanlike.
see exactly what he did. I'd assume probably said something to him. And the first one is going to be good. You're going to have Brady Burnett here taking his free throws. Second one is bricked. Saints early in the year struggled a bit with their free throws. Missed a ton in that first scrimmage. Needless to say, they have practiced a lot of those since, so definitely worked. Been a lot more accurate with them. Obviously, you saw Brady Burnett miss one, but other than that, been pretty accurate. And there's
3 ball by Wally Jones. You got 6 seconds left in the half. And Wally's going to step up on Abel. And Abel with a deep step back. Short.
And just Darius Gray sends up a prayer before halftime. And Saints going to come into the second half with a 10-point lead, 42 to 32. And we'll be back after halftime. Welcome back to this varsity basketball matchup. Second game of the tournament. First game, Stewart took down Good Counsel. So if St. Christopher's wins this game, they'll go on to face Stewart in the tomorrow on the 28th at 4 p.m. A loss will mean they face off against Good Counsel. And there's John Carroll putting up the layup.
Not a great start to the half. We have an air ball that leads to a down the lane layup for John Carroll. If I'm the Saints, I'm thinking great take by Brady Burnett. If I'm the Saints, I'm thinking we've shot it really well in the first half. We're lighting it up. I'm thinking we can maybe get to the basket and continue to do some damage down low with Darius.
Darius gets the ball out to Evie Mirandon.
He just took it from him. Candy from the child.
And Wally Jones flips it out to Stuart Cosby. Darius Gray in the paint. Tries to put one up. Can't get it in. But he will be fouled and head to the line.
I don't think John Carroll has an answer for that. I don't think anyone really has an answer for that at the high school level. And so what we saw in the first half was John Carroll sending 1, 2, 3 help defenders at Darius, and he was kicking it out, and we were hitting threes. So I think John Carroll has to, what was probably discussed at halftime was how much can we help on Darius versus how much are we going to be giving up from the perimeter.
I imagine the Saints probably had some similar conversation regarding Aiden Abel, who has been lighting them up from beyond three. Here's Darius Gray with the second one, and will go in, get a point out of it.
And we see Elijah Brandon taking the matchup on Aiden Abel, picking him up a little bit, making him work. And
Rebound
that's the
taken
second
by
time they
EB.
tried to post Aiden Abel on Elijah Brandon. Like I said, easier said than done.
That pass going way out of bounds. A little too much juice on it. Here's Kruk taking it out. Looking for a pass. Gets onto Abel. They're going to give Futures Battle the inbound. You're going to say Elijah Brandon got Aiden Abel with a foul.
He's going to have to be careful, but I'd like to see him step up into Aiden Abel just a little bit. I think he has a quickness advantage, and while Abel is a fantastic shooter, he hasn't shown particular evidence of being a strong ball handler.
Yeah, that's a three missed by Paris Lee, and the Saints will get the rebound. Wally Jones tries to make a pass inside off the foot of, I believe, Ryan Crook.
It was a good look. We had Stuart Cosby on the right block posting up on a smaller defender with Brady on the opposite corner. With Brady all the way in the opposite corner, his defender is hugging him. So we had the opportunity, but we should have thrown it up high rather than low.
Darius Gray drives in there. It's an impressive score there. And Abel hurrying to respond, or sorry, John Carroll hurrying to respond. Abel in the paint. Abel puts it up. Gets 2 points of their own.
There he does punish the smaller Elijah Brandon. And so if he's going to continue to do that, we may have to switch up the matchup.
Darius Gray drives in, flips it out to Wally Jones, who puts up a three and is no good. Darius Gray gets the rebound, puts one up as he falls.
And I think if you're Elijah guarding Aiden Abel in the post, you have to do a lot of your work early. When he gets the ball in the post, he does have the size advantage. But Elijah Brandon can do a lot of work getting into Aiden Abel's legs and making it really hard for him to even get the ball. And it also, we're going to have some strong ball pressure to prevent that pass.
Stuart Cosby inbounds it into Darius Gray over his defender's head. Stuart Cosby tries to put up a very long range 2. Not able to hit it though. And that's a 3 put up by Zach Smith, the big man.
John Carroll continues to let it fly. And they're showing that they have not just one shooter, but multiple shooters.
Saints doing a good job to keep their lead where it is. Both teams really trading a lot back and forth. Saints find themselves right now with an 8-point lead though, so they can afford to do that and still win the game. John Carroll's gonna have to get off a quick break of, quick run of a couple points and stop the Saints from scoring, obviously, if they want to win.
You said it well earlier. When you're up, we can trade baskets. That's fine because we're gonna win that matchup. So with John Carroll, it starts with getting stops and it starts with trying to find a solution to the Darius problem.
Speaking of Darius, flips it out to E.B. Brandon, who puts up a 3 and is drained for the Saints. Getting an 11-point lead here.
And there is the dilemma right there. You help and then he kicks it out, you get a 3. Trading baskets.
Westervelt puts that one in for John Carroll.
To their credit, as well as we have shot it, John Carroll is right in the game, 6-point game. So if you're John Carroll, you're thinking, well, the Saints, they're not going to keep shooting it that well. It'll regress to the mean. And so.
Yeah, nothing really miraculous has to happen at this point for John Carroll to make a comeback.
Great
E.B.
extra
Brandon
pass
left
by
wide
Stewart.
open, can't quite drain it. Stuart Cosby can't beat the shot clock.
One thing about the Saints offense that has been particularly effective is their spacing on the weak side. So when the ball gets kicked out, you have Stuart Cosby, Elijah Brandon, or Brady Burnett, and they have space. So one defender cannot guard both of them. They do a really good job of making the one more pass and having adequate space.
John Carroll making a couple substitutions, trying to figure out who's coming in and out.
Checking in for the Patriots, number 2, Paris Lee, replacing Zach Smith.
And Stuart Cosby, the inbounder. Little contact there. Both teams really fighting for it. Not 100% sure who they're giving it to. Looks like they're calling another technical foul.
His 4th personal foul, 4th team foul.
And well, if it comes down to the wire, if you're John Carroll, you're gonna have a hard time sleeping knowing that you gave away some free points with technical fouls.
Yeah, exactly.
And the first technical foul, Brady made the first free throw and missed the second, and we were able to get 4 total points because we got the 3 ball right before the end of the half. So really, it should have been a 6-point lead at halftime, but when it turned into 10, and so these are the kind of plays that make and break the final score.
Yeah, and got 2 off of that one, made both of his free throws. And Darius Gray fighting through defenders. Gets blocked a little bit.
And James Westervelt, the defender, is down, appearing to have rolled his ankle. That is a tough injury, especially common in basketball. Players will return to their benches.
Yeah, and we'll be back once these 2 teams are ready to play again. back. Both teams resuming play here. James Westervelt went up for a block and came down, hurt something in his leg. He was going to be out of the game probably for the rest of the game.
That's
it was E.B. Brandon.
That's a tough blow for John Carroll. He was one of the main primary defenders on Darius and a player who was able to battle down low and also showed the ability to hit threes on the outside. But
yeah, E.B. Brandon taking the first one in. Second one is also good. Saints have, I think, the biggest lead they've had so far at 12 points now, 54-42. Here comes Chinia to change that.
Wally Jones is a superb defender, but right there just lets number 5, Caden Chena, get too deep into the paint. Just hits him with a little initial in and out move and gets right into the lane. We're gonna have to do better containing the ball and keeping the dribble penetration away from the paint.
He will miss the free throw. E.B. Brandon looking for someone to pass to. He's got
John Carroll has switched defenses mid-possession, going to the zone, and we're gonna find Stuart Cosby in the corner, his hot spot. Another three from the Saints.
They had about 3 guys in between the guy with the ball and Darius. I don't know if that was intentional, but it really looked like they were trying to stop him from getting the ball. They're going to get Elijah Brandon for the foul. Saints are going to take a full timeout. We'll be back after that. Both teams coming out of the timeout now. Saints hold on to a 13-point lead here. And Abel immediately takes a 3. It is no good. Chinia gets the rebound, tries to pull one up. It's no good. But I believe they're going to give him some free throws. No, they're going to give him the inbound. Swings it out to Abel. Abel passes it out to the rim. It's an air ball that Darius Gray recovers. See Brady Burnett here looking for a pass. Out to Darius Gray.
Saints will likely be patient as we move forward with their offense down the stretch, but we're going to have to get up a shot here quickly with 5 seconds on the shot clock, and Darius with a step-back 3 ball. It hits nothing. And that's a tough thing, Hill, when you're up by about this margin, 13, you want to maintain the lead, you want to be patient, exercise, shot blocked.
Yeah, it's all about time management, especially, coming down the home stretch, almost the end of the third quarter here.
Yeah, you said it well. And so we're going to have to find that right balance of staying aggressive, but also, you know, shooting the best possible shot and limiting turnovers, playing
Here's
conservatively.
Darius Gray in the paint, puts it up, and it's good for the Saints.
I would say that's about the best possible shot.
Yeah.
A layup from Darius Gray. And that pushes our lead up to 15.
A little over a minute left in this third quarter. Abel passes it into the paint, and that's deflected by Darius.
At the rim by Darius. That's his second monster block of the game.
Yeah, just swats it away. Battle went up for the layup. Darius said no.
I think his leaping, what's his vertical jump improved a couple inches since last year or something, because he is getting up there.
Oh, yeah, he's done a lot of that this season. And Abel tries to
for the
put
block
it up.
there.
Gonna get him for a foul.
That can happen, Hill. There's very few things that feel as good on the basketball court as a swatted shot. And once you get one and once you get two, that's all you want to do. It's very easy to become susceptible to foul trouble.
Yeah.
Now, I wasn't someone who was, you know, had much of that of a problem with that because that wasn't really me. But I do know that blocking shots, there's nothing better.
Yeah, really. Imagine it's very demoralizing too for you know, getting your shot blocked like that, especially on a what should be an easy layup.
Oh yeah, that's
And
exactly
Abel
right.
makes one of his two.
And I'd expect John Carroll to amp up the pressure, run that run and jump, send traps like they're doing. So we have some practice with that from the last tournament.
Stuart Cosby misses the three. It's inbounded. Three goes in from Carson
Rolls
Hurd.
in by number 10, Carson Hurd. And John Carroll sticks around. This is what they've been doing, sticking around, just staying right within striking distance. Right when you think we're about to put them away, they hit a three.
Yep. And Darius Gray in the paint puts it up. 30 seconds left in this third quarter. And out of bounds, bad pass from Shinya. He's trying to hit Abel there and just out of reach. And that's not the play you want, just an easy turnover for the Saints.
I'd imagine Saints here with the shot clock off, hold for one shot, try to go up going into the fourth quarter up 15, maybe 16, depending on whether we get a two or a three.
Maybe Brandon just spinning around, taking it in.
And there comes the run and jump.
Darius had to EB. Just bleeding time off the clock, and why not?
Nifty play by Elijah Brandon. Splits the double and hits it with a no-look pass. Excellent way to finish the third quarter. And we are going into the fourth quarter up by 15 in complete command of the game. We'll be back.
Welcome back to this varsity matchup. Saints enter the fourth quarter with a 15-point lead. Almost the largest of the game so far. He was gonna get him for a foul already.
And so if you're the Saints, we are not going to want to put them in the 1-and-1 too early and not wanting to stop the clock. We want to keep this clock rolling and just play solid basketball.
Yep. That layup no good from Beatrice Battle. EB rolling around the perimeter. Pass to Gray. And that's a great pass into Brady Burnett, who does a beautiful job of finishing that with a layup. Saints have their largest lead of the game.
That's a great example, Hill. You know John Carroll is going to want to speed up the game and try to take some risks, take some chances, get some turnovers. And on the first set into the fourth quarter, we burned them with the back door. Great call by Coach Jones.
Yep. Is Brady Burnett going to be inbounding it for the Saints? Just going to toss it to EB.
Cole Johnson checks in for John Carroll.
Playing real close defense, as I imagine anybody would in this situation.
Saints foul on number 5, Stuart Cosby, his first personal, second team foul.
And get Stuart Cosby on the foul for that. And another foul.
And a foul like that starts with starts with not being in defensive stance. Stuart Cosby was standing up high. The guard rejects the ball screen, and he just throws out his hand to try to get a steal. We got to play better, more fundamental defense than that.
Yep. As Paris Lee drives in. And gotta say, John Carroll is starting to miss a lot of the basic shots and layups.
I think they do all their practicing from three-point range.
Saints taking their time. No need to hurry. Stu Cosby with a fadeaway. Can't quite hit it. Chinia drives in.
Strong take.
And is fouled as he gets it, and one for Chinia. I believe they got Brady Burnett there.
Foul on Brady Burnett, his second, team's fourth.
Strong in and out move, 2-foot finish through the contact. Strong finish and strong play. I think the Saints right here, we're seeing them kind of have taken their foot off the gas a little bit in terms of their focus, in terms of their discipline. We're going to have to finish the game strong because John Carroll is dangerous. They can shoot these threes, so we don't really want to play around with our food too much.
E.B. Brandon loses it for a second, but manages to recover. Stu Cosby. Pass out to Darius.
We see us running the flex, trying to get us some more structure, trying to settle us down, make John Carroll sit down, strap up, and play some real defense.
E.B. Brandon taking the inbound here. Sorry. Colin Johnson will be doing that.
Appears to be a little bit of confusion at the scores table with substitutions.
Yeah, John Carroll's coach talking to the ref a little bit, trying to figure out what they need to be doing. And Colin Johnson passes it into E.B. Brandon. A couple of spin moves there. Rolling around the perimeter. And mid-range by Burnett is no good. Darius Gray with the rebound. Tries to put it in, can't quite get it, but he's fouled on the way up.
Patriots foul on number 34, Zach Smith.
You're going to get Zach Smith for that foul on Darius.
For St. Chris, Darius Gray shooting 2.
First one does not go in. Second one is good. Darius will get a point out of it.
Number 20, Wally Jones, replacing number 13, Cole Johnson.
Here's Kruk. Trying to look for anything. Can't find it. A little pump fake there by Chinia, but turns it over. Trying to find Paris Lee on the outside, and Brady Burnett just snags that. A lot of contact there. EB trying to go up with it.
A lot of times when you have a player going for a transition bucket, it's easy just to kind of watch and lag behind. Wonderful job following the play up by Wally Jones, not taking anything for granted, and he gets rewarded with 2 free throws.
I mean, Wally Jones will shoot 2 for the Saints. Puts the first one up. Saints have a 16-point lead. Second one is also good. Saints, 17-point lead, the largest of the game. And Nate Roberts going to come in for the Saints. Chinia coming up the lane.
Saints are in zone, trying to stifle the motion of John Carroll's offense. It's going to be important to locate number 4, Abel, and there he is.
Does not hit that one, though.
May have be losing his legs a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
and
you can see Abel trying to catch up with Darius,
Woo!
and Darius just, no need to complicate things. Just
Big fella with the soft, light beat Euro step and a feathery finish.
Yeah, just going to.
That was smooth.
Take it to the lane where he knows he's bigger than you and where he knows he can beat you, and just it's a great finish there for 2 points. Saints now have a 19-point lead. I think John Carroll just looks tired out there.
Defeated. They look defeated, but let's finish the job.
Yeah, and that's looked like Zach Smith wrapped his arms around Nate Roberts there, and that's just easy free throws for the Saints.
His 4th personal. At the line for St. Christopher's, Nate Roberts shooting 2.
Saints have 3 back. Misses the first one. He's got one more. Roberts' second one is also no good. And here's Abel, pass out to Chinia. Abel trying to find someone. Can't find much. Saints zone defense working its magic. And pass into the paint for Abel, who cannot put one up. And looked like he wanted a foul, didn't get it, but Chinia got the rebound. It looks like they fouled him.
In and out for Abel. It's been that kind of half for him. The Saints have clamped down, done a much better job on John Carroll's top player. And the hustle from Caden Chinia rewards him with 2 free throws.
Chinia puts up his first. It is good. Cut into the lead just a little bit.
Cole Johnson checking in for the Patriots.
Puts up his second. It is no good. And hurry to get the rebound. Abel for 3. Bounces off the rim. Good bounce there for John Carroll, and can't take advantage.
About 4 opportunities there, and they come up empty. I think they're out of steam. But at the beginning of the broadcast, Hill, I said after Christmas break, it'll be interesting to see how the Saints come out, whether they're going to be sluggish, whether they're going to be refreshed. And they look refreshed. They look focused. Testament to the players for maintaining the mentality and the momentum coming from the 804 Coaches for Change tournament, and to Coach Jones and the coaching staff for having these guys prepared. And that just may be the icing on the cake, Hill.
Yeah, 21-point lead here with 3.5 minutes left in the fourth. Now it's tipped out of bounds by Colin Johnson.
Sometimes when you play a team from out of town, you're not familiar with their players, you're not familiar with their style. And so I think this game was about staying true to the principles of St. Christopher's basketball and doing what we do well, and that's getting it inside to Darius, and from there, spraying it from three-point land. And that's exactly what happened in combination with sound defense once we tighten up on Aiden Abel.
Certainly also about adjustments, and John Carroll just couldn't make the adjustments necessary to stop Darius without leaving someone else open, which is a very hard thing to do.
That's right.
And trying to find an open three. Paris Lee out to Chinia, who cannot put it in and out from Chinia. Paris Lee takes a three, and that's no good.
I think
Just
they're out of
opportunity
steam.
after opportunity, couldn't put one in.
Right. Tomorrow we have an exciting matchup against the Stewart School, local rival with a very strong team. So that'll be an opportunity for the Saints to make their mark on the city. But here's Aiden Abel with his easiest 2 points of the night.
Yeah, there's a fast break there.
And another steal. They're not giving up.
And of course, that matchup against Stewart is assuming they do win this, which, barring something miraculous, it looks like they will. And 2 games after this one today in this tournament, Landon takes on Madonna and Benedictine takes on Carroll School. Those will be at 4 and 8 p.m. respectively. Starting to come out of this timeout here.
It may be too little too late for John Carroll, but respect to them for competing hard all the way through the finish line.
Yep. Never gave up. And that was a timeout taken by John Carroll. And out of this timeout, you see Aiden Abel taking free throws. First one is up, and it is no good. Bounces off the rim. His second goes in. 1 point for John Carroll. Darius Gray inbounds it to EB. Just taking as much time off the clock here as possible.
What a luxury to just give the ball to your big man and say, you got it.
Yeah.
You could be confident that he's going to bring it up safely.
A
And
huge
make
swing out
skip
to
passes
EB.
across the court like that. 6 on the shot clock. Darius backing him down. Shoots right over the smaller defender, and it is good.
Yeah, I really like that possession there. Just took as much time off the clock as possible and just took a slow, Darius just taking a slow drive into the paint there and put it up for 2, and that's just really exactly how you want to play the ball here in this situation, up big and late in the fourth. And that's Caden Chinia for 3, cut into the lead a little bit. And cold passes will put Gavin Johnson in the paint, but he passes it back to EB. Just hold on to it a little bit.
And again, we have 5 on the shot clock. We're going to have to make something happen.
Runs in to the paint, puts it up. Can't quite get it in the basket. He'll be fouled on the way up.
And again, like you said, a pretty optimal possession. Just milking the clock, getting it to your best player, and getting some free points.
First one goes in. Charlie Suskin subbing in for Colin Johnson. Darius's second shot is up and no good, but almost gets his own rebound. Can't quite get it though, and John Carroll running up the lane. Abel looking for something. Puts up a long three that is off the rim. EB gets the rebound. And less than a minute left here in this fourth quarter. And Saints are going to take a timeout. We'll be back after this short break.
It's rolling, it's rolling. So this is another impressive win by the Saints. They exhibit their strong defense, their shot making, their forceful inside presence. Playing really good basketball here in late December.
Absolutely. I mean, at the beginning of the year, you saw some, you saw that they weren't quite as clean as they were now, just basic mistakes, missing a lot of shooting. Part of that, I think, was having some injured starters. Had a lot of guys graduate, Brandon Jennings and Colin Welch both playing D1 now. So, missed a lot of pieces, and I think they're just trying to figure out how to use the guys they had as best as they could, and I think they figured that out now. You can see is a clear strategy using Darius, using EB to hit threes and get in the rim. And that three-pointer is good from Carson Herr.
And we have the young fella, Ali Davila, in the game. It's a real challenge to just get thrown in there after you've been watching the whole game, and you just get in there for a few seconds. I mean, you have to make them count, but it's a difficult position to be in.
Saints not lighting it up on defense.
And a long three rolls in.
And just gonna pass it around a little bit, try and get the clock expired. 3 seconds left. And that'll be the game. Saints win by a 12-point margin, 76-64. One of their best games on offense yet. And tomorrow at 4 p.m., they'll be taking on Stewart, who have a 7-1 record right now. And coming off a win on Good Counsel. We'll be streaming that once again at 4 p.m. tomorrow.
Excited for that one. Hopefully the shot making can continue. It'll be a big game tomorrow. See you then. Thank you for tuning in.